I.O.W, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W, Sports Network, Late Night Edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9 hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laughs in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mark. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. What's up, MJ?
What's going on, my dude? How's everything?
Man, you know me, I can't complain. And y'all know what the deal is. Man, we welcome y'all to another episode of I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition. It is episode 323. As you can see, we're going to do a little Game 3 recap of the finals. We'll get to that. Lionel Messi, he's going to take his talents to South Beach. We'll talk about that. You know, Josh Allen, he's now the new Madden cover boy. And we're going to do a follow-up because we talked about the whole golf, situation with PGA and Liv doing the merge. Rory McIlroy spoke. And we'll get his comments and we'll talk about that. But y'all know what we got to do. We got to take care of business. Hey, let's give a shout out to my guy, 40 Water. You see it, Silent Hill TDS, going over to his YouTube channel, Hitchhiker, showing some love. He created the dope intro for the show. So always going to shout him out. And then, hey, y'all know where to follow us at. You can follow us on Twitter. You see where Jersey Boy MJ on Twitter, Casey Walker on Twitter, and all the social media platforms for I.O.W. Sports is on the bottom of your screen. Shout out Let's Talk Sports as we simulcast the Late Night Owl show on their YouTube channel. So if you happen to be watching us over there, just be so kind, hop on over to I.O.W. Sports Network, give us a like, share, subscribe, and go on back to Let's Talk Sports. I always want to spread the love. Shout out Let's Talk Sports. But we know what we got to do. We got to set the tone off right. And what's some hints tonight, my guy? What's our hints tonight?
Got one hint. Super Bowl MVP running back.
Super Bowl MVP running back, huh? That's our hint tonight. So those who are new to the show, Jersey Boy MJ, Jersey Reveals, it's the time of the show that, he has jerseys on top of jerseys. All right. And this is just a challenge. And we keep, hey, you know what, MJ? I don't think nobody wants to challenge you, bro. We keep telling them come on to the show, holla at you, and ain't nobody holla at you.
No, not at all.
Ain't nobody talked to me about coming on the show and seeing they to go jersey for jersey with you. I don't know. I think people scared, man. I think they scared.
Not a word.
All right. So the only hint we got for tonight is Super Bowl winning MVP running back. Okay, so that's our hint. Anybody got some guesses out there? Anybody got some guesses? What kind of guesses we got out there? Huh? What kind of guesses we got out there? Yeah. We'll talk about that. What's up, Thomas? How you doing? We'll talk about that. What's going on, Kofi?
Kofi.
Yeah, shout out,
What's
Kofi.
happening, my man?
Good brother Bo, Dirty Hills Wrestling Podcast. So if y'all into that, make sure y'all tap in with them. So he's saying Kobe. Nah, not a Kobe jersey. Hey, do you have? I know you do got some basketball jerseys. I'm waiting for you to start funning some of those in here real quick. Some basketball jerseys. I'm excited to see what kind of basketball jerseys.
I only got 2 basketball jerseys left. I don't have any basketball. No.
Oh, okay. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Do you got any hockey sweaters, jerseys?
I got a hockey sweatshirt, but I don't have no jerseys.
Okay. I know you got baseball jerseys. I know that for sure.
Baseball and football is my is the forte there.
Got you.
Got a couple shit. What did I just say? A couple basketball, that I already had on here, but I still got 2 more that I haven't worn on here. But,
okay. I think that's probably the part you need. But anyway, let's get to the Jersey Boy jersey revealed for tonight. Super Bowl winning running back. Thomas is saying Emmitt Smith. I don't see that ever happening with MJ to wear a Cowboys uniform. I am going Terrell Davis.
You're right. You got it right.
Hey, bingo. I'm on it. I man got the TD.
Yes, sir.
The TD. Yo, that's still in great shape, bro. Don't hurt yourself, old man. I know.
Joe Montana.
Yo.
I had to bust out another Denver jersey tonight,
That's dope. That's dope.
I think Denver played tonight. Denver Nuggets.
Oh my gosh. They did.
Annihilation.
Nah, TD was a man. Salute. Mile high salute up in this joint. Yeah, TD was a man.
Sir.
Georgia Bulldog.
No, but to get back to his Emmitt Smith comment, there is an Emmitt Smith jersey hanging in my closet, but not my side of the closet.
Wifey wear it, huh?
I actually gave it to her.
Don't tell me wifey a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Oh.
But she's not one of those. She's not like an arrogant Dallas fan where it's Super Bowl this year. You know what I mean? Her father and brother were all Dallas fans.
Hey man, we might have to get wifey on here and explain how she is in Jersey being a Cowboys fan.
She got it from her late father. To be honest with you, he was a Cowboy fan, a Yankee fan, and passed it down to her and and her brother.
And it stuck.
Yeah. But like I said, they're not your Dallas fans. You know what I mean? Not not those type.
We gonna win, and we got a losing record going to the Super Bowl. Those type.
Yeah, like we'll bust each other's chops, and I'll talk shit to her brother and things like that. But it's it's not
yeah, I got
that type of Dallas fan where
yeah. Hey, Before we talk sports, let's talk some real life stuff. I know the air quality up by that way ain't so good. So, man, how's everything? Is everybody doing okay? Everybody, how y'all maneuvering? Because like y'all look like
Bro,
y'all.
it is terrible up here, and not only we getting this Canada shit. There's been a fire that's been burning since yesterday, one town over from me, that is still out of control. That they haven't contained. It's like 50% contained. So I'm getting that shit compounded with this Canadian bullshit.
Yeah,
bro. It's all you smell is smoke. It's like an orangey haze out there.
yeah.
It's absolutely fucking terrible. It really is.
Hey man, for all my people up north, man, y'all be all right. Hey man, I'm sending positive vibrations y'all way, man, because it might. I don't want it to turn into a situation where people are having, problem breathing, and hey, that's a real serious situation. So, hey man, sending positive vibrations out to y'all up north. This is a wild situation. I bet it is. Just Fans Podcast. Hey, appreciate the love. Drop your link in the comments so everybody can follow your content. All right, Just Fans Podcast. Just do that. Go ahead. Let everybody tap into what you do. So drop your link in the comment. All right. Shout out from Houston to H-Town.
H-Town in the house.
That's what's up. Shout out H-Town. So
hey, swanging out there.
Yeah. Hey man, I've always been a big UGK
swanging on that candy paint.
Pimp C fan. Keep on pushing. That's my shit. Like, hey, Bun B got me through some things in 05 when I was in college, dog. For real. Hey, but y'all know how it is. We just had the Jersey Boy MJ jersey reveal, but let's get to that top play of the night. And hey, we talked about young fella last night. We talked about him. I had to bring him back again on the show. Check this out.
Now he's got to face Ellie De La Cruz, who appeared to be consciously pitched around at times in his major league debut. Doubled, walked twice yesterday. But in his later plate appearances, it would go from loud chants of Ellie to tennis match, golf tournament silence.
Anticipation to see what...
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark. And to crown that Viking from the DR.
Lark Statcast projected that ball to go nearly 460 feet.
I mean, look at this right here. Oh, my goodness. That ball is destroyed.
Yeah,
that ball had a family.
I think the actual measurement was like 458. Something like that. But do you have the follow-up?
Oh, when he hit the triple?
The walk-off.
No, I didn't see that. How did I miss that? I don't know how I missed that. I'm tripping. Hey, find it real quick. Send it to me. I'll get it up here real quick. But no, Ellie De La Cruz gonna be something. We told y'all about him last night. He gonna be something nice, dog. He gonna be something nice. I'm telling you, he's gonna be dope. But no, let's get into this conversation because obviously, y'all know what it is. He said, "Oh, come on, Thomas Scott, no." Yo, Tom Wildin, bro.
Wow.
Tom Wildin. Tom Wildin, bro. Hey. We do not condone that around here, y'all. No. But no. But that wasn't the only thing getting spanked. Hey, man, we just got to keep it real. Them boys, Miami Heat. This is what I was worried about right here with the finals. All right, is that Miami? We already know they're outmanned, they're outgunned, they're out talented. Denver Nuggets talent roster is way and above beyond them as a whole talent wise. We know that. But what they did tonight is literally what scares me, is because they got the potential to just not even make it a game. This wasn't a game. This was not a game at all. I mean, say what you want. I know people was like, "Oh, well, look at halftime. It was looking pretty close." I'm like, "Yeah,
Not if you're
it was
watching the
looking close."
game.
Really wanting to watch the game because coming out of halftime, they put it on them. I mean, there's no other way around it. They put it on Miami, and they couldn't do nothing with Miami. And this is what I was worried about. I mean, first half was cool. It was great. You know, it gave you that situation like, all right, it's going to be close, but it really wasn't.
No, absolutely annihilated them.
Here's one thing that I probably and here's one thing that I think won't get mentioned about the Nuggets on the situation. Jeff Green made some comments the other day about how he didn't like the effort that his teammates put out, and he's almost like their emotional leader in a sense. He's not going to score a lot, but he's a veteran and he's had a lot of postseason experience. Not a lot of finals experience, but a lot of postseason experience. Oh yeah, yeah. Denver's defense picked up big time, and you looking at literally at one point Miami just couldn't get a damn bucket, man. I mean it's it's ridiculous.
They couldn't buy a bucket, bro. They couldn't.
No,
it was actually like disheartening to watch how fucking bad it was. It's like this is the NBA Finals, and this is how you playing.
Yeah, and to Thomas Scott point where Miami's too inconsistent. Here's the inconsistent. Like Bam had a fantastic. We were giving Bam his flowers finally. We were like, "Yo, bro, you finally give us what we've been asking for you to do on the offensive side, and then you come out and shoot how you shot tonight." You know, and it's like, bro, like you got to be consistent with this. I don't know what's going on. Jimmy didn't look that bad tonight, but then Bam was off. So it's like, where's your consistency? Where are you at? Like, you got to be. Come on, Bam. You had us, especially me. You know how I've been waiting for Bam to like be more than just a rebounder and a rim protector. Because I think he has the tools to help on the offensive side. He had a good game in game 2. And then you turn around and then you do this. You shot piss poor. Shot real piss poor. I mean, it's just.
Indeed, they did. I got, I was, looking at some stats. And I just looking at Denver alone. Okay. Yeah. I just tallied up 3 guys. Three starters they have. Okay. Aaron Gordon. Well, actually, we'll start with the Joker. Okay, he went 12 of 21 from the floor, 32 points, 21 boards, 10 assists.
Joker went off.
Okay, Jamal Murray, 12 of 22, 34 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds.
He went off.
Aaron Gordon, 5 of 10 from the floor, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. So combined, them 3 alone went 29 for 53. For 77 points, 41 rebounds, and 25 assists. Just those 3 alone. So
I don't know how you allow how you. He said Kansas Jordan went off. Yeah, Christian Braun. Yeah, I got to give credit to Christian Braun. He's been but he's been doing this for Denver pretty much all season off the bench, and he's done.
I mean, he is a first round draft pick. If I'm not mistaken, he was taken like 21, 22, 23, somewhere in that range.
Yeah,
so he did go in the first round.
And I understand that, but sometimes in the NBA, once you get out those lottery picks, you're pretty much just adding is just,
it's tough. If you don't have that really, really deep draft, which they really haven't had.
It's been a minute since the NBA has had like a deep draft where you got talent leaking into the 20s that can all be lottery picks. It's been a long time since that's ever happened. So Once you get
because a lot of these kids go to college for 1 year, and automatically they could technically make that jump, but they're not ready to make that jump, and they still do it anyway.
Yeah.
And then once you hire an agent, you're screwed. You can't go back and play college that year. So, but a lot of these guys, they enter the NBA draft, and that's it. So that's why you don't see a lot of big time talent in these drafts anymore. They don't give time to develop.
That changed. That was probably one of the smarter moves right there by Mike Malone. He's probably been holding on that card for a minute, inserting Christian Braun and actually inserting his minutes, but he did it on the road. Best time to do it is to unleash a secret weapon that he probably has been holding on to, because although Christian Braun has been on this squad, you haven't seen his impact yet, but he turns in 19 minutes in impactful minutes, not just defense but offense. You chip in 15 points and you play hellified defense. That's what flipped this game. And not taken away from Jokic and Jamal Murray. Obviously, you look at 2 triple doubles, 34 and 32 points respectively. They both get 10 assists, 10 rebounds, and 21 rebounds to Jokic respectively. I'm not taking away from them. So they did their job. Obviously, there's no brainer.
Here's my question to you.
Okay.
Where the fuck was Michael Porter Jr. and Caldwell Pope?
Well,
bro,
I hear you. I hear you, MJ.
Granted, they got the win, but Michael Porter Jr. cannot be turning in what do you have? 2 points?
Yeah, he
2
had
points. 1 to 7 shooting.
Yeah, I hear you.
Cannot be turning in a game like that.
They can't. Oh my God! I just saw a great play. Oh, Florida State Shorty just robbed a home run on the World College World Series. Great play. Anyway, I hear you. Bad game is a bad game, but I will say this: the fact that you got Jokic and Jamal Murray putting in triple doubles like that, it kind of really doesn't even matter.
That's you have a point there. Lucky they didn't need his output tonight, but still, this is what your second or third game in a row now here in the finals that he's done nothing.
I hear you.
Actually, I think the first game he did pretty good, but the last 2 games he's done absolutely nothing. Dog crap, dog shit, nothing.
I hear
Nada.
You. Hey, and you're right. You are absolutely right, because let's be honest. Because here's the thing with Miami, and we all got to be, of course, AP. Hey man, what I do to you, AP? What I do to you? I ain't mess with you. I was minding my own business, but no. Let's be honest about Miami. And this goes back to Thomas's point about them being inconsistent. You're relying on, hopefully Jimmy Butler always stays on. You hope that Bam Adebayo stays consistent with his offensive production. You're hoping that Gabe Vincent, you're hoping that Max Strus, you're hoping that Caleb Martin, you're hoping on a whole bunch of people that, aren't in that stratosphere of superstars, that they hope and consistently output those times where they have good games, and it's tough to live by that. It's tough to live by that.
You can't rely on bench role players to carry your team.
Yeah,
I mean, once in a while you're going to catch a guy or two off the bench and they get hot like he did tonight.
Yeah,
but for the most part, you're looking for most of the output from your starters. Mm-hmm. And when your starters ain't producing, you're gonna lose 9 out of 10 times. If you don't have those legit scores off the bench that could come in and on a nightly basis put up a 10 to 15 for you, that might be good, but they can't even get that. It's horrible what they're getting from their bench.
Yeah. Now Thomas Scott, I don't know if Tyler Hero plays. They saying he's been cleared to practice and he's going to play, but my thing is that I don't know. I don't know if he wants to play, because my thing is if
here's the question: can he play? They keep saying but if he could play, don't you think he'd be out there?
MJ, it's the finals. I'm going to play, bro.
he would be out there if he could play.
Like for me, it's the finals, bro. It's what are you holding back for? You off season is coming up next. If you really are hurt, hey man, ain't nothing like a little surgery. Yeah, you gonna have to rehab, but if I ain't dying, man, maybe that's just my mentality. If I ain't dying, I'm going on the court.
But he broke his shooting hand, didn't he?
Yeah, you got a point.
If that's not fully healed, then you can't.
I hear you.
I'm just throwing out like an assumption. Like I don't know for sure.
No, you're throwing out logic, bro.
But I would figure, like you said, the finals. If he was able to go, I think he would go. That's why I don't think he is ready. I don't think he's ready. I just don't.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't see Spo, benching him or not giving him the minutes.
Well, I don't see Spo putting him out there if he's going to be a detriment to the team.
Exactly. That point made. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he was healthy, he'd be playing.
No, hey. That's what I say. You're throwing out logic, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What's going on, Double J? Shout out Double J, 613 Fate Productions. Make sure y'all tap in on the YouTube channel. Check out all the content going on.
Up, Jay?
But no, look, there was just a true domination tonight by Denver. Jokic and Jamal Murray both were just unstoppable, unguardable. The defense, and that was another thing that they're just going to keep exploiting. So here's my thing. Miami's going to get game 4, and then that's it. And then it's going to be after that Denver, because I already said Denver in 6, but Miami's still going to get at least one game here in Miami. You can't get swept at home. So
what did I say?
Yeah, you saying 5? I don't know. I'm still
sticking by it. I'm sticking by it.
Yeah,
I think that fourth quarter collapse in game 2 really fucking lighted them up.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about earlier with Jeff Green. I think he made a huge difference in trying to make sure that they stay focused and finish the job. You know what I'm saying? But I still think there's too much fight left in Miami. That's why I'm just giving them 2 games out of respect. But they just don't have enough size, pause, and they just don't have enough talent to match Denver. They just don't.
They got enough respect by making to the finals.
Oh, they already got
coming from the depths of the seas. They did. So.
I think they already garnered sports fans respect already. And so it's like,
you had to. You have to.
At this point, it's like, bro, y'all ain't even supposed to be here. So whatever y'all give us is, look, them even giving us 1 game has already got enough respect. So it's like, it is what it is. So just, take it as a grain of salt and just chalk it up, But no, true domination tonight by Denver Nuggets. You have no chance when you got both Jamal Murray and Jokic getting triple-double stat sheets, filling up stat sheets like that. It just it bows. That type of performance would have beat anybody in the league. That's not just Miami.
And then you got a third guy that was close to a triple-double, Gordon, 11, 11, and 5.
Yeah.
Sorry, 11, 10, and 5. So he wasn't too much off of a triple-double.
And yeah, Thomas brings up a good point. When you have bench players chipping in good games too, when you got both of your stars balling like that, come on now. And to your point, had Michael Porter Jr. played his normal self and chipped in his normal production, this is even a bigger blowout.
Yep.
So yeah, and just to bring it back full circle to your point, you do bring up a great point on it. Can't play poorly like that. KCP didn't have a normal game. He at least does his normal, probably 10, 5, and 5, something like that.
That's 2 games in a row. Neither one of them showed up.
Yeah, so I mean, it's luckily for Miami, this didn't get worse than what it could have. But speaking of Miami, Lionel Messi. For those who watch football, they call it football in Europe. We call it soccer in the States. He's now 35 years old. Big name in the soccer world. All right. He's going to take his talents down to South Beach. He's going to become part of the the football club in Miami for MLS.
Inter Miami, I think they're called.
Yeah, Inter Miami. And most people may not be tripping about any type of news like this. And for me, I actually think it's good news for MLS because MLS is trying to get popular, and I've seen MLS they'll do this formula, and they've done this since
they've done this in the past. They went and got David Beckham to try to jump start it. They went and got was it Ibrahimovic?
Yep.
They went and got there was another what the fuck is his name?
Wayne Rooney. Yep, Wayne Rooney done it.
Chicharito did it.
Yep, Chicharito did it. So and all these names that we're throwing out, we're talking about international soccer stars. Neymar's going to do it when he gets to the end of his career. And he's all these soccer stars that got big names, and they've done all that they've done internationally, being winning winning Player of the Year award here and there. And by the time they come over to the MLS to try to help boost the MLS, they're pretty much on the backside of their prime, maybe got 2 or 3 years left in them, and they're pretty much just collecting check. So is this a big deal? I mean, we've seen this before. But
this is a really big deal for the MLS.
Yeah, because it's Messi.
Lionel Messi is still one of the best players in the world.
He is.
And if you don't believe me, watch the World Cup that just took place between him and Mbappe. Come on.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey, that shit was dope, bro. That shit was dope. I mean,
Lionel Messi has been one of my favorite players for a long time.
Long time.
I've been a fan of him. I've been a fan of CR7, which is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yep.
I always was a fan of Wayne Rooney, out of England. So even the dominant Brazil teams from years ago when they had Ronaldinho and what the fuck's a couple other names they had over there. All they use is fucking one name. But anyway, it's to get back to the Messi point, having a star of his stature come play for your league, it can't be a bad thing.
No, it's not. It's not.
So that's definitely a boost in the right direction. Getting him to agree, to come over here and play in America. That's fucking absolutely awesome.
It's huge. It's almost it's almost like getting an acquisition of like Kobe status to your soccer team, or like a almost to a certain degree of getting like to nowadays getting like a Steph Curry or LeBron James to your squad. So I agree with you. It's a huge move for MLS and just American soccer in general, because I mean, just like you said, I was a big fan of Messi and CR7. I was more a CR7 guy.
I mean, I was too, because the town I grew up in, with a lot of Portuguese kids.
Yeah.
Portuguese and Brazilian. There was a lot in my town, so Portugal was like a second nature to me. A lot of Portuguese friends. Love great people, man. Great people.
I love CR7.
But I always found myself rooting for Portugal.
Yeah.
Unless it was against the USA.
Oh, of course, I did too.
And I still do to this day, because I still friends with them on social media and whatnot. So they always post their Portugal stuff. So, go Portugal if it ain't United States or Hungary.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. So it changes. It gives. Obviously, it's going to bring even more Lionel Messi fans to MLS now. Obviously, you think of all the people that follow him, and the following that he has. They're going to that helps MLS ratings right there, because they're going to still support Messi because he's 35. He still probably has at least 3-4 good solid years left in him. He's
easily.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't really dealt with a lot of significant injuries, and so that's to his credit as well. Yep. So I mean, it's
Manchester United has been the team I always rooted for. One of my best boys. I told him to jump on here because we're talking soccer. MJ17.
Yeah,
he played soccer all through high school. Hell of a soccer player. Still follows all levels of soccer. And I wish that mug was up, but he hasn't gotten back to me. That dude got me into soccer. So he is really, really big into soccer.
And it's also not a bad move for USA or MLS to go try to get Messi to come in, is because think about it. The World Cup's going to be here in 3 or 4 years, 2026. It's going to be in the States. Why not have some of the international players kind of help even get that following even bigger? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and then look at Jay's comment. That helps with the economy part. It is going to start giving you to that point where you're getting people excited and spending money. I mean, that's the name of the game.
And look at the city that he's going to play in.
Hey, he's going to Miami.
I don't know how good their soccer club is, but to get him onto your team, obviously that is going to boost your revenue, like you never seen before with them.
Oh yeah.
They're going to be fucking happier than a pig in shit when they start seeing that money rolling in. But holy shit, we can make this money just off of this guy,
bro.
Let's go get it. Let's go get a partner. So good move though. Good move by the MLS. Good move by Miami.
Good move by this, because there are a couple other people trying to bid for his services, and it's been reported that he turned down some big Saudi money.
I was just gonna say that, Saudi Arabia. Yep, because that's where CR7 went.
Heard he turned down some big Saudi money.
The thing is, bro, Messi don't need that money no more.
No, he don't.
He has got
he's been paid.
Taking that Saudi money would have just been like icing on the cake.
No,
that dude's got and I'm surprised CR7 went there with the amount of money he has.
No. I'm not.
Because of his arrogance.
No, not because of his arrogance. You remember he had that tax evasion situation.
Oh, you got a point.
No, he strictly did that because he needed the money.
You got a point.
So that I can understand CR7's reason for doing it though.
Even with the tax evasion, he had to have fucking buku dollars somewhere, dude. The contracts that he has gotten.
True, I feel what you're saying, but MJ, what happens when rich people lose money? They want to get that back and more. That's part of his arrogance, though.
I get it, man. Money, money makes the world go round. Cream, you know what I'm saying? Cream.
Hey, I ain't got no issues with it. It's weird because you're starting to hear all these reports of Saudi money getting back here. I saw a report that said the NFL would entertain a Saudi company buying an NFL franchise, and then I saw a report that Double J tagged me in on Twitter, said maybe the WNBA would do a basketball game over there to start building the market over there. And I say to all that, go get your bread. Like I said last night, wait, are we about to do that morality clause now? Because it's Saudi money paying for it. Now we about to have a morality clause. So we should never accept any US dollars. Because by your logic, you should never accept any Saudi money because of the morality different thought process that they have over there, and is against your morality and honor code over here. So if we going by that logic, so we should never accept any type of U.S. money, right? I'm just making sure that if anybody has that take, let's really talk about it.
Here's the thing, man. I understand the Saudi money. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But I can't help but to think back to 9/11. All but two of them were from Saudi Arabia. You know, that hijacked those planes. So I have a huge issue with the PGA merging with them. You know, Moynihan, the commissioner,
Yeah,
he is a fucking weasel. He's a fucking snake in the grass.
I can give you that. He did snake that deal.
He went up there and he fucking tucked his head between his legs and sucked his own balls and kissed his ass goodbye. Because he just lost respect from I'm willing to bet almost everybody on the PGA Tour.
And I'll say this, MJ. I for a lot of people in the tri-state area, I can get the getting triggered by when you hear Saudi and correlating it to 9/11. I get that, but let's not put all Saudis in that same box because of what the act of a few people did.
You know
what I'm saying?
I'm not. I'm putting a country that has they have terrorists that want to kill Americans in that country, and you want to put Americans possibly in that country. You know what I mean? This could turn worse than the Bob Griner shit. I can't even call her Brittany because that's a dude. That's Bob. That's Bob.
Man, chill out, dog. You wild, dog. No, see,
Yo, that thing's got an Adam apple.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, you know, I get what you're saying. All I'm saying, we can't. Let's not paint with a broad brush on, you know, and say, but let's bring it back to the sports world and the reason why. And reason why we say that is because Rory McIlroy talked tonight.
Yep,
he talked today. He finally had some things to say. Let's take a listen to what good old Rory had to say.
The fans are upset at this news. The war of words between the PGA Tour and LIV got very heated, and fans got very involved. What do you say to fans who are disappointed in this deal?
But it's not LIV. I think that's the thing. I still hate LIV. Like, I hate LIV. Like, I hope it goes away, and I would fully expect that it does. And I think that's where the distinction here is. This is the PGA Tour, the DP World Tour, and the PIF. Very different from LIV. All I've tried to do is protect what the PGA Tour is and what the PGA Tour stands for, and I think it will continue to do that. So, look, going forward, I hope that there's, you know, there may be a team element, and you're going to see maybe me, maybe whoever else play in some sort of team golf, but I don't think it'll look anything like LIV has looked, and I think that's a good thing.
Just as a follow-up, I mean, you do see why fans are upset, though. I see what you're saying, that it's not LIV, it's the PIF, but nonetheless, you know, during this back and forth over the past year, at one point, Jay Monahan said a deal like this would never happen out of respect for the victims of 9/11. Obviously, you're not responsible for what Mr. Monahan says, but you can see why this has stirred up a lot of emotions in fans, right?
Of course. You know, I said it to Jay yesterday, you've galvanized everyone against something, and that thing that you galvanized everyone against, you've now partnered with. So, yeah, of course I understand it. It is hypocritical. It sounds hypocritical. The one thing I would say is, again, whether you like it or not, the PIF and the Saudis want to spend money in the game of golf. It is, they want to do this, and they weren't going to stop. So how can we, you know, the thing for me, and this is one thing that I've always thought about, how can we get that money into the game but use it the right way? And I think that's what this ultimately will do, hopefully. I mean, that's my hope.
Go ahead, MJ. I'll let you have it.
My man Rory. How do they do it?
Golf clap.
I absolutely love that he straight up said, I hate it. I hate it because he has stuck, basically like the way these golfers are looking at it, like the ones that left the tour to take the money, they turned their back on the PGA.
Mm-hmm.
The same people, same sponsors that got you where you are, and you went and turned your fucking back on them to go play, less rounds, get more money. Yeah, I get it. You make more money. Whoop-de-doo. But what about the trust and the bond and everything the PGA has done for you and your family to get you to this point? It really is a smack in the face to the golf world that they went and merged with them. It really is, and what Moynihan said.
Yeah, because the reporter touched on it too.
What he said, in his original statement, that he will never get a deal done like this, with them. He had, too much respect for the victims of 9/11. How much respect does he have now? If that's the way he really felt.
Hey, end of the day, Jay, you already said it. You already said it. It's cream. Moynihan did it. This is what I'm talking about. Every time this subject is going to get brought up when it comes with the Saudi monies back in sports things, they have endless pockets. They have more money. This company that is funding Live is valued at $600 billion. You heard Rory said it. He said they want to spend money and they were not going to stop. They would have kept funding Live on his own regardless. We said that last night.
Yep.
They were going to spend their money because they're looking at it as an investment to turn $600 billion into $800 billion. Because sports, this is the new fad thing. If you got a lot of money, buy your sports franchise or get a piece of it. Because it's profit, it's hand over fist. It especially an NFL team. So let's have this conversation right here. If anybody thinks that the NFL would not, if you think they're not going to entertain a Saudi-backed company trying to buy an NFL franchise, you're foolish. Because the NFL, yes, they're making hand over fist, but they like to make more money. And if an entity comes in here with $600 billion and says, "Hey, let me whatever franchise is up for sale next, I want it." And if you think that the 31 earners in New York ain't gonna think about it, y'all foolish. They will definitely entertain it.
Here's my only pushback on that. Roger Goodell, you know how he stands up there all proud with the veterans and pushes all veteran support, pushes every 9/11, celebrates it everywhere. If that son of a bitch turns around and takes monies from Saudis again, that is not a good fucking look. And I understand it's money, and I know the NFL will entertain it, and I fully understand that. I really do, because like you said, you make just like Live Golf, just like the NFL, you make 25 billion this year. Well, next year you're gonna make 35 billion, and then the following year you're gonna make 50 billion. That's the way the NFL works.
Hey MJ, tell me the percentage of sales economic wise that the U.S. government does with the Saudis. You gave that stat out the other night. How much was that?
They are the second biggest export, second biggest import country that they deal with, United States.
Okay. And the reason why I wanted to say that again is because if they're the second biggest import, then at some point in time, I'm pretty sure that the NFL at some point has used Saudi-backed products, or it's done something with it. So what I'm saying is I fully 100% hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, they're going to look at that money flowing. They're going to look at that money flow. And this is why I'm saying, like, if anybody has that whole, the morality clause or morality take, it don't matter when it comes to stuff like this. You like yes, we know about the pageantry with what the NFL does with the military and the veterans. We know about that. But all that is sometimes, don't get me wrong, I do love that they do it, but it's just for show sometimes. The whole the whole inspire change and end racism shit, Black Lives Matter, that shit's a show too.
I wholeheartedly agree with you 100%. That's why I said, Goodell gets up there and plays this role, how he loves the United States.
Well, because
he loves it here,
he's a puppet, MJ.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. He is the man up there saying this, so he's the one they're going to look at.
If you really want to affect it and change it, you got to look at the 31 owners, because Green Bay is a committee, so they're not really so on. So you got to tap in with your Jerry Joneses, your Stan Kroenkes, your Shad Khans. You got to talk to them. And these are guys that already got billions of dollars. We already said it. Rich people like what? They like more.
Yeah. And
so if they're going to look at another investment company or somebody coming in with $600 billion and they want to have a seat at the table, they ain't. Oh, well, pull on up, bro. We don't care about anything about your views. You said you got money. What happens at the poker table? Those very expensive poker games and deep undercover poker games with all these rich deep pocket cats. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they don't care.
Yeah,
what they do. They just wondering if you got the pot to cover the buy-in, because the buy-in is going to be ridiculous. Can you cover the buy-in?
Yeah.
Hey man,
but my and another big sticking point is risking sending over Americans and to a country that predominantly doesn't like the United States. You got your guys over there that got they got their money and they want to entertain with the United States because they know they can make more money with us. But then you got the rest of them sitting in the cut in fucking, in the desert. Next thing you know, fucking IEDs go off or something, they're going to build on capitalism, so it just reminds me that they make it back door. Absolutely.
That's what it is. And that's gonna be when we say that sports mirror images reality, this is just shit that I'm talking about. This shit right here.
Yep.
That's exactly what, in a nutshell, what I be talking about. At the end of the day, sports is a mirror image of our reality. And so we can't be surprised when all this stuff happens, when you see all of this. So
trust. There is nothing that would ever shock me in this world. Nothing.
And but that leaves it up to the consumer whether you want to support the product or not. Because I hear it all the time. People I'm boycotting this company because of this. All right, if you choose to boycott it, then make that your stance. If you want to boycott it, you ain't gotta watch it. You don't have to consume it. That's the best way to. If you want to slow down a machine, that's how you do it. You don't support it. You know how things blow up? You support it.
Yep.
Y'all want I.O.W. to blow up? You want 613 Faye to blow up? You want Man Down to blow up? Support it. That's how it happens. And so when NFL, MLB, NBA, whatever, and they all do these decisions that put you in a mental bind of, man, should I morally still be supporting this? Well, they're doing that because they got a mortgage to pay for.
Yep.
And they got private school to pay for.
Unfortunately, that's at the end of the day, money is the root of all evil. It's going to be there, and there's going to be someone there to take it.
It's going to be there. But another guy that's about to get some more fame and about to blow up, Josh Allen, is if he hasn't already. He is now your new Madden cover guy. And it ain't going to mean a damn thing. I really do think that the Bills are going to have a bad year. Okay, let me say this. Let me back to. I don't think they're going to have a bad year. I think they're going to have a down year. I don't think they've done enough to. And from what I've seen, how Buffalo couldn't do nothing with Cincinnati, they can't beat Kansas City in the playoffs. How much are we going to keep hyping into the Buffalo hype train? Super Bowl. I mean, I can't keep falling for the same trick.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been on this Buffalo Super Bowl kick for like 3-4 years now, and nothing in return. I fell for the gimmick last year. I even picked them over my own Kansas City Chiefs. Shame on me.
You sure did.
I picked Josh Allen to be MVP. Shame on me. So,
yeah, you could be right, man.
I don't.
If he don't win the title in the next, 2-3 years at max, he ain't never gonna win one.
I don't want to
because the older he gets, these quarterbacks are gonna be younger and younger. Making it harder for him.
Ooh, MJ, I think you wanted something.
Think about it. He's running neck right now with like Mahomes, right?
What's
28, 29, something in that range.
He's out 27, 28.
And he's going to be battling at least the next 10 years with Mahomes, Burrow, Jackson, Herbert,
Watson.
He's going to be battling with these dudes. Even
Lawrence.
Kenny Pickett. If Kenny Pickett turns out to be a decent quarterback, you're going to have to deal with them.
Trevor Lawrence. Yep.
Trevor Lawrence. Another one. For you might have some. You're gonna have some issues, man. If you don't get it done soon.
Hell, in his own division, he's gonna have to battle Aaron Rodgers for at least 1 to 2 years. Hey, but here, I can't.
No, but you're right. They should be pretty decent.
I just think their road they didn't capitalize on being the best team in the AFC East. Pretty much took over after Brady left.
Yep. And
you didn't. I thought that was your window to solidify that you're going to be, but after I mean, like, you can't beat Kansas City in the playoffs. Cincinnati dog walked you last year in the playoffs, and those are in my opinion, are the top two teams in the AFC. Then we just listed all the quarterbacks you're going to have to go against. So that means,
well, look who he can't beat in the playoffs. Mahomes
can't beat Mahomes, can't beat Burrow,
and Burrow. Both Mahomes and Burrow are ahead of him on the quarterback rankings.
I would, yeah, I would.
So
I can't with y'all.
But fuck them. Fuck the Jets. You know, like I said, ain't worry about them. Buffalo got that division, but the Jets should be decent. You know, hold your horse. You know, this ain't fucking 1968. You know, they ain't got fucking Joe Willie out there. So just tuck it in a little bit there, buddy.
Shit, no Joe Willie.
Yeah, ain't no Joe Willie out there.
I can't.
Ain't no Brooklyn. Ain't happening. So
I can't. Hey, but good for Josh Allen. Get a little fame on, you know. Hey, when you want to be the face of the NFL, you need a Madden cover. Brady's been on him, Mahomes been on him. So, you know,
hopefully there's no curse, right?
Hey man, all I know is
curse, they're done.
Hey.
They're done already.
Hey, if the Madden curse bites Josh Allen, Lord
have mercy.
Yeah, who's on the cover? Oh, yeah, I can't remember who was on the cover last year for Madden 23. I can't remember. Anyway, but no, we're gonna shut the door on it, man. Great show. Make sure y'all tune in 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the I.O.W. Sports Thursday show. We'll have
4 o'clock ish.
Yeah, 4 o'clock ish on the
4 o'clock ish.
But y'all know the deal, man. Hey, y'all tap in with us, I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, most importantly, the YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Spread the word what we got going on over there. I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. And if you want to chop it up with both of us separately, privately, hit me up. Twitter, Casey Wildcard Mar, or Wildcard Mar on Facebook and Instagram. Drop the Twitter from them.
Catch me at Jersey Boy MJ, and that's Jersey with a Z. Jersey Boy MJ at Twitter.
You dig? Shout out there. We appreciate the love and the support. But y'all go ahead and we're gonna shut it down. And we will catch y'all because tomorrow we're gonna shut it down for the week on our great Thursday episode. So tap in 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another edition of the Late Night Owl Show. Peace and love, y'all.
Yeah. Come on. Silent Hill TV, yes. Hitchhikers. Yeah, smoking so much dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers, load across the scene is dangerous, aggressive like behavior. Couple monsters from my neighbors, resisting human nature. Persistently getting greater, bloodshed like the Terminator. Fire up the green, I need it, increase the dopamine. Feel better, so I kill better, doped up for cocaine.